this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Baxter. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The give to the tailback. Running to Green. Picks up the first down. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
To the ground, moving back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that play now.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run. He's loose. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. That's reeled in, it's Rocket. Turning on the Jets. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Alexander. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Fires it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They just keep firing. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Longhorns! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Well, it's always nice to get the first one out of the way. That's the first passing touchdown for the season in this offense, and they've got a lot of playmakers. Their quarterback is accurate, makes good decisions. You saw it on that play. That's the first, and it certainly won't be the last.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the tight end. He leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
The Nittany Lions are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly, can push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Back to pass, it's Manning. Finds the tight end. Oh, out of space. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess. Please, exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Longhorns are on the move. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Using his legs, Ncaa26. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defense, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Got his man on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. New Mexico has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside University Stadium.
Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Unloads it left.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes the grab. It's Courtney. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. With the catch, it's Ivy. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the 1st down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Reynolds. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Back to throw, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. Passes incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And back to the air on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. They'll try to get it through the air. Still looking on the move. Across the 45. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Can't get him to the ground. with a 2nd and long. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Hayes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks forward.
To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Ivy. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. Motion from the wide receiver. On the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Brings up 2nd down.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. He lets it fly. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the 2nd half.
Off the play fake. Just trying to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
And the Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. From the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Penn State! They take the lead with the 6.
Forget about those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time, and a lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job, get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end, and he does the rest and gets in for 6.
And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Western Michigan is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. They're trailing by just 4 to Jacksonville State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. this possession from their own 20. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Gonna run it. It's Alexander. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? It is great to have a tight end that can do it all and one that can get downfield and make a play.
And I like matching and mixing and matching up the play fake on play action with this tight end because it just gives him a little more time to work his route down the field. Nice play call there by the coordinator.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. The give to the back. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You've got to keep giving him the football.
Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Toss sweep to the right. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's Manning. Here's a heat. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Complete downfield. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Catch in the middle, it's Lockett. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, the offense is getting aggressive, and they're trying to take a shot on that play. Just an awesome job in coverage on the back end defensively.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Reynolds. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
The number one goal for this defense coming into this game was shut this running back down. And I got to be honest, there were a lot of people on the outside who didn't think they could get it done, but they're proving everybody wrong. Tremendous effort. They're playing with a chip on their shoulder. This guy's one of the best in the nation. He's had zero impact in this game.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fellow, you put him in the slot, and try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 32-29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air on second down. Pressure coming. Plucks it out of the air. Spins away from the defense. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Moves around to clear up the vision. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Off play action on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Martin. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And this offense, they got another positive gain, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Reynolds. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
If you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points. And this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Robinson. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They move on top here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. In those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here, you need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Tennessee looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over the field like Smokey in the pregame.
And he's going to bring this one out. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Manning. Quarterback moving. He'll get rid of it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Norton. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Alexander. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
Back to throw, and he's running out of time. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up fourth down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Working the middle. They'll stop him short, just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams. And that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Ballman.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.